it's going to really be tough to say you're going to be on point and on top of your game every day, every hour, every minute of the day. It's just not realistic. But as far as stressful situations go, you know, the confidence you exude, people feel it. People feel it around you. We've all heard that. You look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today. You got a little peppy and stuff. We've all heard it, and we all heard when people say, you don't, is everything okay? You look down, So whatever you put out in the universe, people see that, and if it's someone out there who wishes to cause you harm, then they could use that to their advantage. So the first thing we're going to touch on is the confidence side as it pertains to the self-defense. Okay, confidence, walking with a purpose, what I call walking with a purpose. Hopefully this is not the first time you've heard this. If you're out in the street, you're out at the mall, you're shopping, especially now this time of year, we're coming up on Christmas, Thanksgiving, there's a lot of shopping, a lot of stuff going on. Walking with a purpose, chest up, chin up, eyes up, shoulders back, really walking with confidence, walking with a purpose. That right there, it's kind of like what's the bear attack thing. The bigger you look to a bear, the less likely you are to be attacked. And I have no idea if that works for a bear, but as a man and as a person, it's definitely recognizable when I see a woman carry herself that way. So, and as men, it's second nature. That's taught to us. You want to be messed with, you walk and you act like you don't want to be messed with. Well, with women, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's a little bit different. You're not taught that every day of your life, especially as men coming up in sports. We're always taught you got to be the tough guy, you got to be the alpha. With women, you don't have that being beat in your head on a daily basis. So it's a little bit different, and it's something that you might have to kind of focus on a little bit more than us men. This is sort of like second nature to us. So just keep that in mind especially when you're out at the malls. You got a bag, hands full of bags, and you got all your shopping done, and you might not be as focused as you would like to be. So, just walk with a purpose. It's always big. Speaking in a firm voice. Don't be afraid to scare people if you feel threatened. Excuse me. It's always better to be on the safe side. And a lot of women don't. A lot of people, and not just women. A lot of people in general don't like to be rude. Don't like to be forceful. But if you feel yourself in some sort of potential situation, then it's better to be safe than sorry. So if you feel like, if you not even threatened, but you just don't feel quite as comfortable as you would like to be in a certain situation, someone approaches you, asks you for something, would you like to donate to this? Would you like to, can I help you with your bag? Do you have this? Do you have that? Don't be afraid to deter them in a firm voice. It's better to be safe than sorry. And they might go off and say, well, how that lady was kind of mean, but that it could be that one person that meant to cause you harm and it deterred the situation. So Addie, yeah.
That was just an example. I used to live up in D.C. and the way the parking garages work there is you actually have to pay for everything. So there's like a little stand you go to and you pay for your parking. And so just to give a situation where you're not really sure if there's a threat or not, but sometimes you get those people who just don't recognize personal space, and maybe they're not always people. It's just different in a store. There's lots of people around. You feel comfortable in the garage, maybe a little bit different. So at that point, I have a hard time. I don't like to be rude. I don't like to be confrontational. I like to do jiu-jitsu, which is really odd. But, don't be afraid at that point to carry yourself, to turn around and say, excuse me, would you mind giving me my space? And so I just wanted to elaborate on what Anton was saying and give an example where there might not seem like there's an immediate threat and you don't want to be rude, but there's nothing wrong with asking somebody to give you your space. If someone is going to try and turn you into a victim, first they need to be able to get a hold of you. They need to be able to get close to you. And so it's kind of like what Anton said, walking with a purpose, paying attention to what's going on. But also don't be afraid to, you might have to offend somebody. Maybe it might be a good lesson for them to don't crowd people in the future.
and don't take for granted that everyone is as socially experienced as you are. There are some weird people out there. It is what it is. So, and that kind of segues into my next point: be willing to disappoint strangers. You got to take into account the big picture. This is a person you probably will never see again. They could be a next door neighbor. But this is a person you probably won't see again. So, if you have to use a firm voice, or you have to, get away from me, or please leave me alone, in a firm voice, then, if you feel it has to be done, it has to be done. It doesn't matter how that person feels. If you feel like your safety is in jeopardy, then this is something you have to do. Don't be afraid to disappoint strangers. And of course, in a situation where this is not something you would have to worry about if it's a loved one, or sometimes I'm sure it's times that you want to tell me to get away from it, and vice versa. But when dealing with strangers, it's always better to err on the side of caution. All right. So, and now we're going to go away from confidence and start with the awareness aspect. Do you have anything else with confidence? Okay. Awareness. Awareness is probably the biggest thing, because in a big scheme of things, you can fake confidence. You can look confident and not be confident. So I think awareness is really big in diffusing the situation before it even becomes threatening. The first thing we're going to touch on is scan for threats. That's really big, because we do it every day. We're in and out of our cars every day, in and out of houses, in and out of stores. And how many times, honestly, do you say, when you leave a store, you look around the parking lot before you walk to your car and get in? Every time. Every time. Great. Every time.
No, not.
Okay. If you do, great, you're doing the right thing. But and this is universal. This is not just women. This is men and women. It's very rarely that you leave the store, look around, as you're walking to your car, and say, okay, everything looks fine. I think I'm good. We don't all do it. It's something that we really take for granted, because we just go through the motion of our lives every day. This is a store that you've probably been to 100 times, but it only takes that one time for something to happen, or the wrong person to be in that parking lot. So, first thing is scan for threats. Parking lot, walking down the street, going to the bank. It's very important that you scan for threats, and just not necessarily, focus on the threat, but just know what's going on around you. Okay, well, that lady looks kind of strange over there, digging in her bag or whatever. Just being aware of what's going on around you can help you pick a situation out before it even becomes stressful or threatening. Keeping your keys handy. That's a really big thing. How many times do you leave a store or leave your house, get to your car, and then have to go into your bag looking for your keys? Where are my keys? My keys. I do it all. I wear pretty fitted jeans, so I kind of dig on my pockets for my jeans. So, but having those keys handy you don't realize how much time it takes off of you having to be in that situation or not being in your car. So have your keys handy. And a lot of you guys have small mag lights, mace, small sharp objects on your keys. Those are weapons. So do not be afraid to use those if you're in a stressful situation. That's what they're for. There's actually one of my private clients, it's like a hook, and I meant to ask where she got it from. I think she said Target. But there's a hook that goes on the outside lip of the purse, and the keys hang from it. So when you're ready to grab for it, you just grab for the hook and pull your keys out. And I'm like, that is genius, But it's just S-type hook, and it's the most simple thing you ever seen. But just to have that handy and be able to grab that whenever you need it, that is invaluable. So just having keys handy when you leave the store, you know, or when you leave your home or leave the bank, just have your keys handy. Touch on the Mace thing. Be aware of your surroundings, especially this time of year. It's starting to get darker earlier. We don't realize, you know, you're looking at the clock and it's 5 o'clock, and you know, in summertime you got 5 o'clock and it's sun's in the middle of the sky. Well, now it's, you know, it's dark, but you know, you're thinking, okay, 5 o'clock, I'm okay. I can go to the ATM machine. I can, you know, I can go to the store. I can go to a certain store I probably wouldn't go to if it was late at night, and I'll be okay. But just be aware of those surroundings. Bank ATMs. We've all heard the stories, you know. So, and this is universal. This is not just for women. The bank ATM. Someone coming up behind you at the bank ATM. And going down the street, we have a lot of like community areas that are really popular. We have downtown Virginia Beach. We have the Ghent area. So you should never be afraid to go out and have fun and check out these areas. But also you want to be aware if you're by yourself, tall buildings, you know, shadow in the street. It could turn to a stressful situation if you're not aware. So just be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of everything that's going on. Look back, and don't be afraid to look back. If you walk by somebody and they kind of give you like a creepy vibe, don't be afraid to look back when they walk past you.